Hey viewers, welcome back to the channel. My name is Osetale. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I made this beautiful three-part corset that you see on the table. If that's something you're interested in, keep on watching and let's go straight to the tutorial. Welcome back, guys. If you can recall, in our previous video we drafted out this pattern. If you missed the pattern drafting, I have the link to the video pinned to the comment section, so just go to the comment section and you get to watch the video. So I'm going to be using this pattern now to cut on fabric for this tutorial. This is what I had after I was done cutting it out on fabric, guys. You can see I added sewing allowance to all the pieces. Okay, I added sewing allowance to this side. You can see the fabric is longer than the pattern paper because I actually want this top to be longer than what we initially drafted. You can see I have sewing allowance at this side, okay, and I also have the extension of the fabric at this other down part. Okay, I have about 2.5 inches that I added to the initial length that we drafted. For the back, you can see I added sewing allowance. I do not have any zipper allowance here because I'm not going to be putting a zipper on the top. So this down part, I also have the 2.5 inches that I added to the length. Okay, so right now I'm going to use the fabric to cut exactly the same thing for the lining. So this is what I have after I was done using the fabric to cut out exactly the same thing as the lining pieces. Okay, so this is what I have, guys. So that's it. Right now I'm just going to place these pieces aside, then we go ahead to start working on the cups. Okay, so right now I'm just going to bring the cups. I'll also remove the lining pieces of the cups because I want to start working on the actual fabric first. Okay, but before I get started, I'm just going to label the cups, the lining pieces of the cups, so that I won't miss it later on. So that's piece 2 and this is piece 3. Okay, so I'm just going to place them aside. Right now I'm going to arrange the cups, so I'm just going to put piece 1 there, then I'll put the other one in this other side. This is piece 3, then I'll place piece 3 here as well, then this is piece 2 and this is piece 2. So guys, this is how it's supposed to be. Okay, so that is how you're supposed to arrange it. So right now I'm just going to go ahead to start the sewing. So I'll bring these 2 pieces together like this. I'll take it to the sewing machine and sew it down, then I'll do the same thing to this other piece. This is what I had after I was done joining the 2 pieces together, guys. You see, so right now I'm just going to go ahead to iron the seam flat. I'm just going to open it up, then I'll press it with my hot iron. So guys, I needed the ball for this because it's a curve, so I'll just place it on my ball and open it up for easy ironing. Okay, so after doing that, I will do exactly the same thing to the other piece. So guys, this is what you're going to have after ironing. Okay, so right now I'm going to place that alongside with the piece 1, then I'm just going to take it to the sewing machine and I'm going to join it and sew it together. I will do the same thing to the other piece. So guys, this is what I have after I was done doing that. Okay, you can see how the cup is already coming out nice. Okay, you see the front, so this is how the cup is looking, guys. So I'm also going to go ahead now to iron the seam flat. So I'll bring my ball again, I'll open up the seam and I'll as well iron it flat. So guys, this is what you are going to have after ironing. Okay, so this is it. So I'm just trying to check now which part belong to which. So that's piece 3, this is piece 3, this is supposed to be on the side here, this is piece 3, this is supposed to be on the side. So this is how it is supposed to be, guys. Okay, so right now I'm just going to place this aside and I'll bring the front pieces. You see, this is the center front and the side front, so I'm just going to iron this. So right now, guys, I'm just going to place them side by side, then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and I will sew this down and I will as well sew this other side together. So guys, this is what I have after I was done sewing and ironing the same flat. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is to bring my cotton bias. I'm going to be using a white cotton bias for the boning casing, so I'm going to place it on this place where I joined it together. I will sew it on it, and I'll also do the same thing to the other side, and as well I will place cotton bias at the middle as well. So guys, this is what I had after I was done placing the cotton bias on it like that. So right now I'll bring the cups. Okay, so I'm just going to figure out which one belongs to which one. This is cup 3, so this 3 is supposed to go to the side, so this is how I'm supposed to place it. Right now where I joined the cup, I'll place it directly on where my bias is, and I'll pin it down. I will do the same thing to the other side, place exactly where I joined the cups together to the bias. So right now I'm going to place it together like this. Okay, I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. I will sew it all around like that. I will do the same thing to the other side. Guys, this is what I had after I was done sewing the cup to the fabric. You can see how nice our corset is already coming out, guys. So right now I'm going to bring this pad that I'm going to be using to pad the corset. So right now we'll bring the pieces, the pattern paper, and I'm going to be using it to cut the same thing for the pad. Okay, so that's what I'm just going to go ahead to do now. So guys, this was what I had after I was done cutting the pad. Okay, so right now I'm also going to place them on the table, you know, accordingly. Then before I go ahead to join it, this is piece 2, you put it there, this is piece 2, then this is piece 3, and this is piece 3. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and join it just the same way we did for the fabric. Okay guys, this is what I had after I was done joining the cup. You see how it is looking just exactly the way the fabric was looking, guys. Okay, so right now I'm going to bring the fabric and I'll be placing the cup on it. This is piece 3, this is supposed to go to the side, so this is for this cup and the other one is for the other cup. So right now guys, I'm going to iron this to the fabric. Okay, so you're just going to place your cup on your ball like that, then you will place the pad on it, align it very well, then you go ahead to iron it on it. Guys, for some reason the ironing wasn't really working. After I was done ironing, it was still pulling out. So right now I'm just going to take it to the sewing machine and sew it instead. So this is what I had after I was done sewing it to the seam. Did you see, guys? So I sewed it to the seam instead. So this is what you're going to have. Okay, so right now I'm going to go ahead and work on the back pieces. You can see, so these are the back pieces. I'm just going to place them together. You see, this is for this and this is for this, guys. So this part now is the darts. I'm going to go ahead and join the darts together. So this is what I had after I was done joining ironing the dart flat. Okay, so this is what you're going to have. Right now I'm going to bring the front piece and I'm going to be placing it on it like this. You see, guys, so this is what you're going to do. You place it on it together like that. You know, guys, we added 2 inches sewing allowance, so I'm just going to be marking that 2 inches now, guys, and I'm going to be ruling a line. So you're just going to measure 2 inches and mark it. You do the same thing to this other side. You measure 2 inches, you come down here, measure 2 inches, then you connect the dots. So right now I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and I will join it where I wrote that line. So guys, this is what you're going to have after joining. Okay, so this is what I had after I was done joining it together. I'm just going to cut out of the allowance because it's a little bit too big. Okay, so just cut out of the allowance like that. So this is what you are going to have. You're going to have a 1 long piece. Okay, So right now I also went ahead to join the lining pieces together just exactly the way we join the actual fabric for the sake of time. So what I'm going to do now is to bring the fabric itself, then I'll be placing the boning through the boning case, okay, that I put earlier. So guys, I'm not going to be putting boning in the middle part, so I'm just only going to be putting boning at the sides here. So when you put your boning and it has gotten to the end, you just pull it out a little bit and cut, then you push it inside, then you do the same thing to this other side, okay guys. No boning at the middle, okay. So this is how you're going to do it. So after I was done placing my boning, I went ahead to iron the boning flat, okay. Right now we bring the lining piece and place them the right sides facing each other. I'm going to pin it down at this middle part, okay. Just pin the middle together. So after pinning, I'm going to take it to the sewing machine, place it together and sew it. Then I'll also sew this other side, then I will sew the down part as well. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Guys, this is what I had after I was done joining it together. As you can see right now, I'm just going to go ahead and flip it to the right side. So guys, this is what you're going to have. I'm going to go ahead and iron this out, okay. So guys, this is what you're going to have after ironing. You can see how nice our corset is already looking. So right now, for the last thing I'm going to do is to put the loop case, and to do that, I'm first of all going to fold my fabric inside like this. I've done this in this channel one time. I think you guys should understand what I'm doing right now. So I'm just folding in my fabric with like about ½ inch, and I'm going to iron it flat because I'm going to be placing my loop case in that part, okay. So this is how you're going to do it. Just place it, fold it together, place it inside, and use your iron to iron it flat. So this is what you're going to have after doing that. So right now I'll do the same thing to this other side. So guys, this is what you're going to have after doing that. I already have a loop case that I already fold and cut out with about 2 inches, guys. So right now I'm just going to fold it and place it on it like that. Did you see what I just did? Then you're going to pin it down, okay. You're just going to pin it down, then you take another one and you place it on it. I'm going to be putting 5 loop case on each of the sides, so you're just going to do it in a way that you will actually have 5 loop case on that part, okay. So this is what you're going to do. As you can see, guys, this is what I have after I was done doing it. Right now, take it to the sewing machine and sew it down, then I will do the same thing to the other side. So this is what I had after I was done putting loop case on the both sides. As you can see, guys, I'm also going to be placing boning on this part where I put the loop case, and to do that I'm just going to take it to the sewing machine and sew it down. Then I'll also sew this part down and leave a space where we put the boning through. I don't know if you guys understand that, but I'm going to show you what I did very soon. You can see I left about ½ inch before running a stitch, guys. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and put my loop through the parts where I opened, okay. So you're just going to place your loop on it like that, guys. Then when the loop gets to the end, okay, you're just going to draw it out a little bit, you pull it out a little bit and cut. Then you're going to put it inside, and I will take it to the sewing machine and stitch it, and I'll also put boning on the other side. So guys, this is what I had after I was done doing that. So right now I have a long rope I already folded. I'm just going to go ahead to use this to lace it up, okay. So guys, as you can see, I'm done lacing it up, and this is how it is looking. You see how it came out so nice, guys. So this is it, guys. This is how to make your very own 3-part corset crop top. Okay, let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Let me know if you are going to be trying it out. If this is the first time you are seeing any of our videos, please endeavor to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because we are going to be posting lots and lots of tutorial video in this channel. Thank you guys for watching. See you all in our next video.